A lot of people say it's a human instinct to not like change. I think it's human instinct to like change. And with that comes today's topic of the UFC is looking to leave ESPN and not re-sign with them after their media rights deal ends or the broadcast deal ends this summer. Not summer, I'm very sorry. End of the year. End of 2025. Um, what do I think? What are the implications of it? Let's go. Um, what do I think? I think I think it's a good thing, and not because I don't like ESPN, but I want to see how someone else can do it. I don't mean to shame ESPN here, but but it's both people are in the wrong. The whole UFC 313 pay-per-view fiasco was bad. Me personally, I don't like the app. I don't like ESPN Plus. The pricing is bad. I believe it's like a little bit of both right there. No, it's too expensive. And there's other things to it. I guess I just don't like the quality of the production, which I believe ESPN is responsible for. Hope so. Yeah, yeah. Just what's happening, the quality of it. Now, um, when it comes to the UFC's fault, this last year, I mean, every year they say they break records, but let's look at the last three cards. I mean, look, the fighters fight, but Armin Strickland dropping out of the first one. The fight nights haven't been that great. They've been alright. The Seattle one was pretty good, but wasn't star powery. Um, Song Yadong, fucking Henry Cejudo, big fucking deal. No offense to Henry Cejudo or Song Yadong. I'm a big fan. I personally am. Not every fight needs to have a superstar on it. You see those pay-per-views. But let's be honest here. Henry isn't a big name anymore. Song isn't a big name yet. Will be one day. I believe in him. But right now he's not. The Apex 2, the vibe is just off in my personal opinion. I don't know what the numbers say. I don't know what the numbers are between in-person, like arena fight nights versus Apex fight nights when it comes to viewership. Maybe they're not so bad. I don't know. I don't have access to these numbers, but maybe I do. Should find them. They're public. I don't know. But anyways, in my personal opinion as a fan, I'd rather see them in arenas. You hear the chair, you hear the arena, boom, yeah. But rumor has it they're going to Netflix, which is a really big deal because Netflix isn't really a pay-per-view model business. They're a subscription model. Um, I don't know who's gonna bend. Netflix might bend for them and say, okay, we're going to introduce pay-per-view to the platform. Or UFC might bend and might make it like, oh, you have to pay a subscription, but it's like a big subscription. Like ESPN Plus is $10 USD, and then $80 USD for the pay-per-views. I guess you get a week early, it's 70, but let's say it's 80. That's what the selling day of the day is. Um, honestly, dream come true. Let's see, an average fucking no ads on Netflix is probably like $15 a month now. I would pay now sure $20 a month to have everything, all pay-per-views. I don't know if they'll accept it. I don't know if that's a deal they'll make, but I want to make it monthly now without a way less price. I don't want to spend $90 a month or 80 $90 a month on UFC overall. I think I'm willing to spend 20 to 30. And I think they'll get more business because online piracy is a really big issue. I don't know who bends. In my personal opinion, I think Netflix is gonna not bend. That's a horrible way to phrase it. I think the UFC is gonna bend. I don't think it's gonna be a pay-per-view model anymore. I think they're gonna go with a subscription model and make it like an extra package that you have to get. But I don't think you're paying for pay-per-views as much as you're like. I think it's all fight nights, all pay-per-views all together. Um, I think Fight Pass stays the way Fight Pass is, but I don't know what UFC's gonna do. I mean, they might do it all inclusive package. Who knows? But it's a really big deal changing. This is gonna have a B and a billion in it. Um, let's talk about Netflix for a minute. I guess is like pretending because the New York Post did this. It's pretty reputable, but you never know. These things are far away. It's only March, you know. Um, during the Paul Tyson fight, there was a lot of glitches online. I mean, it's one fight, but let's hope they do better next time. I guess we have to, because Netflix is really trying to end the sports with NBC and Prime Video. Having NBA next year, it's gonna be a big deal. Turner doesn't have NBA anymore. Yeah, TNT, you know, which next year after this season. So I guess there's a really big shift in the broadcasting and the distribution of sports, you know, in this next year. So I guess we have to wait and see. My personal opinion. What do I want as a fan? I want to pay less money. That's what I want as a fan. I want to pay less money. Um, no shade. I could be wrong on this, but I think no. I want to see if the UFC broadcast team is putting it up by ESPN. But let's just keep it honest here for a minute. You know, the DC Ryan Clark show was okay. Um, DC Chael podcast. Does anyone really listen to that? I mean, I don't want to be like mean here. I know no one really listens to me. Who am I to say? But me personally, I don't listen to it. But you know, why don't we listen to it? Because I don't think there's enough. I don't know. I don't like the way it's marketed, in a sense, or not marketed. I don't like the way it's made, in a sense that I feel I'm not gonna scream anymore. I'm not gonna scream. I'm done screaming. You know, I don't want to be more authentic on here. I'm not gonna scream like a zoo animal on the camera. Ooh, it's not my thing anymore. I don't know what the thumbnail would be. Probably something like a face like this. But you know, I'm gonna dress nicer. I have the polo and the sweater over it. You know, trying to rebrand myself, but be more authentic. You know. So it might be some rambling here. I might be stuttering. Let's hope not. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just making sure only one. Sorry, I just have to make sure my audio input is only doing one. Okay. Anyways, I really think that. Oh, also, I'm staying in my dorm for a bit, but I did bring my mic from home, so I don't want to move it because I shouldn't mention that because I have to move it, show it. I don't want to do that because then what if I misplace it? You know, I play around with the decibels. Hopefully, it's not too loud. It's really quiet when I first did it. I did a review, but I'm gonna not for this. So this one's bad. I'm sorry, and next one will be perfect. But you know, I think when it comes to media rights, it's a big deal. It's a bigger deal than people think it is. It's a really big deal because it's how we watch. It's how it's how we tune in. You know, we don't turn to UFC.com. We turn to ESPN.com. But the money's really the problem, and I almost feel like people look. Online pirating sites aren't the greatest quality. They're behind. Me personally, I have a huge pet peeve, which I need to be live, right there, all the time. I can't be a minute behind, a second behind. I got into fights with family members over this watching sports events, where we have to be right there. So, I fucking Ethernet my TV. That's how insane I am. But um. By the way, my teeth aren't yellow. That's just the light. So, a fucking horrible smile. But it's just the light, you guys. It's my desk light. You know. Oh, it's raining out. That's very nice, actually. I go out there. But let me sit up. But I just, what do I just? I think that ESPN's time is up with the UFC. I think ESPN, no. I mean, what I think they should do is I think they should try to rebrand their I wonder how I really wonder how First Take is doing. It must be doing really well because they re-signed Stephen A for 100 million. My personal opinion or my personal insight is that a lot of people don't like First Take, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a lot of like a non-vocal majority really likes First Take. But I don't like the way they cover the UFC. I think it's a little. I mean, look, we know what we are. Let's be honest here, but I don't really all like that. I mean, you know, I almost find a certain zen in it. I mean, I do all this. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but instead of thinking like, oh, I have a really boring week, um, and I get to see all this chaos on Saturday night, two people fight. I almost don't see it like that. I almost see it in the opposite, in which I have a very chaotic week that I'd rather not have, with schoolwork, and I'm sure the blue collar American has a job they don't like. I wouldn't say it's boring. I would say it's a lot of work. It's hectic and stressful. So I find a certain zen in, watching the sports on the weekends every Saturday. It's something I look forward to. So I almost want to market it like that. I don't think many people are bored with their lives. I think they're dissatisfied with their weekly lives, and they want some peace. I mean, sometimes it's good to have nothing going on, but just relax. Something that is out of your control. The UFC, it's out of your control. You're not there. You're not fighting, and you just gotta watch it and hope. Hope the one guy you want to watch wins, or hope it's a good show. Hope hope is a major theme in the UFC. I think people don't really. Yeah, it's a major theme in sports overall. But I don't know. So what I want to see is, I guess, from changes, because ESPN is not going to change. Is I want to see that. I mean, let's look how the NBA. I mean, other than, let's be honest here, other than like talking really mean about NBA players for no fucking reason. NBA coverage is pretty calm. It's pretty American. It's pretty, family friendly. It's really I like it. I like it. I think it's cool. I mean, I'm an all-time Laker fan. I'm fucking my whole life where I was in the Lakers. I did UFC for, the YouTube stuff. But, the Lakers are on a bad streak, you could tell. We just beat the Suns. But yeah, no. Good luck on the Spurs tonight. But I just I really hope that one day, and maybe I'm gonna be the person to do that by being really authentic. 'Cause I'm an authentic fan. I'm not gonna scream in the mic anymore. I think we're gonna go back on my old videos. And River's still gonna be around. River's awesome. He might not really fit in as much because he doesn't really watch, which is okay. But he'll help me out. He's awesome. Yeah, River's gonna do half the stuff I couldn't do with that River. But um, yeah, I think it's time for a change, and I think it's time for us to be a little more honest with ourselves. Because just do we all want to seem like these savages who watch Street Fighter? There's a certain zen to it that isn't really around our daily lives. But every Saturday, like, don't we all feel like? I mean, look, I'll be honest, we've all bitten our nails, main event time, but on those fight nights, there's a certain zen to it where, there's no pressure of the work. I mean, Sunday, all that. There's no pressure of the work. Nothing to do tomorrow on Sunday. Um, get a watch, and that's it. And I like that. I like that. I like that more than a lot. Saturday prime time for a reason. It's prime time. But, you know, so who do I want them team to go to? I don't know. Whoever's gonna change the pricing and be a little different when it comes to production. And I don't know who the weigh-in show is for. Maybe it's not for us. Or maybe at the end of the day, it's semi-boring unless it's like a is he gonna make weight kind of situation. Thumbs up. No, we all want him to make weight. Sometimes he hasn't. But, we're all hoping he makes weight. We're not rooting against him. We want to see him fight. And I want to see him win personally. But, just a joke. Don't kill me, Chechenians. I really don't. I don't want to die. It would suck, bro. Imagine that. No more Jade. It'd be boring. But anyways, I don't know. Like I see clips from the weigh-in show. I watch the weigh-in show, because I want to see him make weight. I'm insane. I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe some of the antics aren't for me. Sure, every sport has its antics. NBA is inside the NBA on TNT, but well, not anymore. Look how that's going for them. They ain't going so well. Turner kind of messed up, in my opinion, by the letting Shaq and Charles, act the way they act. You know, it's always having fun, but it gets to a point. Um, This is no shade, by the way, to Laura Sanko, DC, all these guys. There's no shade to them. They're all great people. I just think the creative producing of it could be a little different creatively. And let's see if someone else has something else to offer to the table. Um, ESPN does a great job at some things, and they don't do a good job at other things. Like every fucking broadcaster. You know, some things are strong, some things aren't. It's okay. Um. But yeah, let's see who gets it. Me personally, I would rather pay a monthly fee, and a monthly fee not doesn't exceed over $23 for everything. Um, so Netflix, Prime Video, of course, Disney's out because it's already out. They're already with Disney. Um, don't give a fuck about Paramount or Peacock. Well, no, Netflix has WWE now. No, TKO Endeavor. It might go to Netflix. That New York Post thing is really legit. It might really go on Netflix. Doesn't Peacock have it? No, it was Netflix, right? For WWE, which if you guys didn't know, is owned by TKO Endeavor Group, which is the parent company of both WWE and the UFC. Yeah, you guys know this. When am I saying this? If you guys know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody there. You guys are very smart. No, I'm being serious. I don't know why they mentioned that. But yeah. These are how the videos are gonna go. It's gonna be me talking. It's not gonna be me screaming unless I'm really, angst up, which I probably won't be because I'm a very calm person. I don't know if I'll record myself watching before the fight because I'm not calm. Scream at my television whenever it's like a serious deal. Like Justin Gaethje was screaming at my television. I'll just keep it so real. I was. He's a favorite fighter. He's awesome. Um, but yes, like, subscribe. I hope you guys like the change. I know there's not really many of you, but I appreciate the ones that are here. It's very nice, very appreciative, and you know, I love life, and you should too. That's a horrible smile.